Okay, where do I start? Why is Matt such an all-rounder in the water? I think we have to go back to the beginning and just understand how he grew up. So Sue and I have always loved being in the water, and shortly after we got married, we built a house very near the ocean, and that's where our kids were born and that's where we raised our families. And that's kind of how we spend a lot of our leisure time is in the ocean. When they were young, they started out on bodyboards, and then Matt got a little Tupperware canoe that he really got very comfortable in small waves in. And from there, they kind of migrated into surfing, and then particularly when stand-up paddleboarding came along, that was really where Matt's interest took off, and he became very competent on a stand-up paddleboard very quickly and started to spend more and more time in the ocean. After that, they both got into kitesurfing, and there was no looking back from there. That became Matt's real true love, was the kiting.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
Really good selection with a steep wall. Wow, this heat is gonna be really tight. Brad, a beautiful floater, almost with a air landing, and now still on the wave. Maxwell from South Africa saying, I don't wanna go home, I wanna still be alive.
My competitive water sports career began with stand-up paddling. I was competing nationally for about 4 years before F1 kind of got my attention and shifted my focus towards kiting and then later foiling.
Although it was windy, our summer season was a bit of a blur.
COVID lockdowns and beach regulations kind of threw us a curveball, and so we decided that we'd escape the mother city and rather use this time to explore something different for a change. Sometimes it's good to just get out of your comfort zone, try new things, explore new places. You may not always get it right first try, but when you do, it makes you forget about all the struggles along the way.
Somewhere on the sea, it got a little longer, so it seems. I burned out, so to speak. Now come a little closer. I feel a little light in the light track. I felt a bit of bad, but I came back. Still a little light in the light track. Still a bit of good, so good. And I know just what to say. And I know just what to do. And I'm so sick of pain. But it's all too quick with you. Losing this game, I can't afford to be losing this game. And I know it's the same as bad. Losing my mind, can't find the words, no, I can't seem to find. But I'm really trying to get reason, mind, and take a time and choose. Whether we win or yellow, whether we did or shallow. Please me now, cause we're about to lose. Whether we buy or hello, whether we stay or jello. Sometimes, honey, me. A little bit of gasoline. I burned out, so to speak. Come a little closer. Here's some disclosure. Do you mind to quit your pretending? Truth or false, the shit never ending. Hear me now and stop condescending. You see, I'm begging, you hear me begging. If you're sick for love, don't try to hide it. Find it deep inside and try to hide it. If there's a way, I wanna know we tried it. Quit your games and now that you denied it. Sometimes, honey, me. You want a little bit of.
As much as I love getting on the road and exploring what's out there, there's nothing quite like being at home. I don't know if it's just the familiarity or the fear of the unknown. Maybe I'm just biased. Either way, I'm pretty stoked to call this place home.
I was going crazy when they charged you with thoughts into
I think the really cool thing about this journey that Matt's been on with these water sports that are slightly off from the mainstream is how all these disciplines are feeding into each other increasingly and how the sports are evolving, and it's going to be really interesting to see where things go into the future.
Very nice.
Are you a lifeguard, my bro? What was that?
Are you laughing?